In slow pitch softball, everyone wants to know, how do you make the ball move? How do you change speeds and keep great hitters off balance? At the Art of Hitting Club, we went straight to the source. We interviewed 3 of our top pitchers, guys who competed at the highest level, to get their inside tips on grip, release, pitch tempo, and strategy. Whether you're learning the ropes or just trying to master the art of deception, this video will help you in game-tested pitching secrets from those who have faced some of the best. Let's step on the rubber and get them started. We got big Chuck Tugler here. Chuck, we're going to talk pitching. You're one of the best pitchers around. Who you pitching for these days?
The Moose is Loose and Vector Scorpions.
Well, listen, tell me what your strategy is in pitching, buddy, that you can pass on to others.
You know,
wait, let me get this in. Bob O'Brien, you work with Bob O'Brien, right?
Yes.
You've been tutelaged. Is it tutelaged the right word?
Yes.
You've been tutored.
Yes.
By one of the best.
Yes.
Well, tell me what you got out of that.
Well, the one thing is that you know, I try a lot of different pitches, and he said the main thing is, until you can get those pitches that you want to throw 2 out of 3 times hitting from the plate, don't use them unless you get a strike on the guy. Then throw something, whatever you want to throw. He said don't be afraid of not throwing the same pitch twice, but a different speed. Okay.
How do you do that?
Well, I lower the trajectory of the ball, and try to put a little umph on it, so it'll get a little bit of hump, but it'll go faster. So throw their timing off. Or if I throw one like that, then I'll try to throw one high enough, hopefully they don't call illegal, that it'll hang in the air. And there's some pitches that he's given me that we have tested, like the spinner. The spinner from a pitcher's hand is going to take another half second to a second to get to the plate.
Let me stop you there for a minute. I just came back from yesterday at Post Road,
right?
And they have a pitching machine, and it's to start the thing to take batting practice. Dude, that is the hardest damn thing to hit. And you know why it's the hardest thing to hit?
Why?
Because they told me that when it comes off the rubber wheel, that it backspins just like you said. So that verified to me what you just told me is spot on. You can throw that backspin. That might be one of the best pitches that deceives a hitter.
Yes.
Do you agree to that?
Yes, I
How do
agree
you
with
throw
that
now?
What?
How do you throw the backspin?
I throw a couple. I throw a couple 4-seamers like this, and let it hang. Then I come across this way.
What did you do differently?
All I did was go across the small seams. And
so you went across the small seams on that? Oh, yeah.
All right, and I turn the hand just a bit, so when it spins, it'll break in. And then if I spin it this way, put a different trajectory where the ball's doing this, it should break out.
Let me get that on slow motion. Okay, we've seen some slow motion shots. Now go through the slow motion shot with all of your commentary.
Okay.
The first one you started with.
Well, I throw the 4-seamer, which I throw, and Bob and we tested it, and it takes another second, 3/4 to a second to reach the plate, the same distance as you throw in a 4-seamer.
Really?
Yes. So it takes longer, and the further you're back, the longer it takes to get there. Then, for me to throw a curveball to break in on a break away from the right-hander, I hold it like this, but it's all about you're rotating your hand just enough.
And you're wristing a little bit?
Yep. And you turn it where the ball's going to go like this, and then the spin will take it down. And then if you want to throw it the other way, you turn this way, and the ball's going to do this, and hopefully it'll break that way. I'm still working on that.
Okay.
Then I throw the knuckleball.
The knuckleball. Let me see how you do that.
I hold it like this.
All 4. Oh, you got your fingers into it.
Right.
You don't really have your knuckles on it. Okay.
No. And then I throw one where I come across my body where it'll float, and then I try to throw a Jerry McFadden pitch where you throw it straight fast. So it's like a fastball, but you throw it about chest high. So
let me ask you a stupid question. Who the hell is Jerry McFadden?
He's a guy who plays on the the Univoice team. He pitched.
Oh shit! Yeah, you talking about a local guy? I thought it was some famous guy.
No. But
you
he
made Jerry
always throws
McFadden
knuckleballs.
famous here.
No, and then Jerry, who plays for Ted Todd, he was telling me.
Oh,
that
Jeff Fry.
Jeff
Fry.
Okay,
Come on, get
I'm
Jeff's
sorry,
name
I'm
right.
sorry.
Okay.
But anyway, he's showing me how to, when you release, just release the ball straight off your fingers, and it should automatically break that way.
Break that way.
So
Let's
I got a couple.
do that again. We got.
He said, hold it in your hand, and just let it come off your hand naturally, and the ball will tensely break. So I got a couple different variations. Like I'll use my 2 fingers to snap it, and it'll break. Or if I snap it this way, it'll break. But I throw a different, I throw a lot of different pitches, but I haven't mastered any yet, which I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you got to master one so you can throw strikes at will, right?
Right. You gotta get one that you can throw.
You get behind, there's no playing around. You got to get across the plate.
Gotta throw it across.
Anything else you want to add? That's all good stuff, I think.
It's just be consistent, as Bob mentioned, is that be consistent in throwing the ball and try to get that first strike. But you don't always have to throw a strike every time, because then you're just spooning it to the guys. Right. So you got to throw off the plate. As Bob was saying, you got to make it look like a strike, but just miss, and then let the batter get themselves out.
Well, that's usually the way good hitters get out.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, is that it, bud?
That's it, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah.
And just one other thing I was thinking of that, Bob, we talk a lot about is that what is the wind doing? What's the weather doing? Is it in your face? Is it going right to left or left to right? Is it blowing in, all that makes a difference on your pitches that you use. So you might, like me, I have a lot of pitches, but maybe there's only 2 or 3 that will work in the conditions of the weather.
Yeah,
so that's the ones I got to stick with.
You to defeat yourself. You try to throw junk, and you can't control it as well.
True that.
Okay, buddy. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Ed. Appreciate.
John Fani. John, I want to talk about pitching. What's the strategy? The number one query on YouTube is about pitching, and John's one of the better pitchers in the county. So I want to pick your brain a little, John. What do you try to do as a pitcher?
Well, a couple things. As I'm pitching to a batter, got your pitcher's mound. I try to alter. Sometimes I step forward. Sometimes I release back.
And what does that do?
It means the ball's going to travel a different distance, so timing's a little bit different. It is soft.
That's why some guys move back. Totally.
Yeah. So I'll pitch from the front of the mound.
You're closer, yeah.
And then sometimes I'll pitch from behind the mound.
Okay.
But, 3 or 4 feet difference. It's not much, but it's enough sometimes to throw off a batter.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
Yeah. Other thing, I have a curveball that I throw with the seams, but I'll mix that in with just no seams and just a straight ball, so it's not the exact same.
So when you hold it, how do you hold it? What do you do?
Let me get a ball for you.
Yeah, go get a ball. Okay, we got a ball now.
All right, so if I just want a straight ball, I just hold it with the seams like this.
Hold on, let me get it.
And that just gives me just a straight rotation.
Straight
ball
rotation.
Doesn't curve much.
Okay.
So then I mix it in, and where I grab the seams like this.
Okay.
And when I pitch that allows me to throw a curveball.
And how are you doing that? You're releasing the same way?
Yes, same release. When it goes with this way, it throws a little bit more of a knuckle. The ball tends to slide one way or another.
Okay.
So I just alternate, sometimes this, the same batter, so it's just not the exact same pitch every time, that's all.
Okay, cool. So you're trying to rotate your pitch.
As much as you can.
Give them a different look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to throw the same pitch over and over and over, because everybody will hit the same pitch.
Because they call that a batting practice pitcher, but Chuck don't get the concept.
Now, batting practice, that's just that right there. It's
right there.
Throwing it nice and easy.
Okay. Anything else?
That's about it. That's about all the strategies you can use.
You can't do much, can you? You got to throw strikes.
Not a pitcher's game.
You got to throw strikes,
so you just do what you can.
Yeah, thanks. Stan McDavid. Stan is a good pitcher in the county here, and I hate to admit it, and I'll admit it on camera because I ain't. You struck me out yesterday. I looked at a third strike, looked like it was going deep, and it hit the mat. So he's got his stuff together. Stan, what do? You get anything special as a pitcher?
Usually my best pitch is I put extra spin on the ball That way they either pop it up or hit it in the ground.
How do you do that extra spin?
Take it like this. And
Hold
you
on, let me see.
Just flick with your wrist.
Like that? That's like a backspin, almost
Yeah,
like
it
that.
is a backspin.
The backspin you get off that
Right.
pitching machine.
Or if you come from the side and throw it, it'll curve around, give a little movement to it.
What else do you do?
Well, if you got wind, it's even better because you work with the wind, so it's outside and pulls it in, or vice versa.
Well, you can't really throw a curve unless the wind's blowing in your face, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
exactly. Well, even if it's going sideways, it can push the ball to the side.
Okay.
Throws their timing off.
Anything else?
Well, your timing too. You can throw a slow pitch, a high pitch, deep pitch, shallow pitch. You just try to get a strike on them to begin with, and then you can throw whatever you want, and they go after it.
You pretty got one or two to waste sometimes.
Yeah, if you get one on them, then you throw it inside and they pull it and foul
Let
out.
them chase it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, buddy. Thanks for the input.
Yep.